My name is Gregor Mendel. I'm a scientist, friar, and abbot of St. Thomas Abbey in Brno, Margraviate of Moravia. I was born in a German-speaking family. I am currently in charge of the monastery garden. I decided to make a research because I really don't know why our pea plants are like that. The 7 traits I can see are seed shape, flower color, seed coat tint, pod shape, unripe pod color, flower location, and plant height. Me and my mates already know pea plants are self-pollinating organisms, but I wonder, what would happen if I manually mated these true breeding plants with each other? I mean, if I mix a tall plant with a short one, would I get a medium-sized one? Initially, I cross-pollinated plants with different characteristics. The initial plants are called P for parent, and the resulting offspring F for flial. The mix of these two would be F2. When I did the experiment, I noticed first the bud color. I saw that a cross between a green and a yellow pot plant produced only greens for F1 generation. Like what? However, the F2 generation was surprising, since the yellow appeared again in a quarter part of the offspring. Then I came up with this idea, the law of segregation. Number 1. There are alternative forms of genes. The unit is determining heritable characteristics. This is now known as an allele. Number 2. An organism inherits one allele from each parent. The F1 generation inherited one green and one yellow pod allele from the parental generation. Number 3. An sperm or egg carries only one allele for each characteristic, which pair upon fertilization. Number 4. When the alleles are different, one is fully expressed and the other one is masked, now known as dominant and recessive genes. Later on, I created the law of independent assortment, which states that when 2 or more characteristics are inherited, individual hereditary factors assort independently during gamete production, giving different traits an equal opportunity of occurring together. I came up with this law when I was studying plants that had different traits. What I saw while experimenting with plants is that dominant traits don't have to travel together when traits are passed from parents to offsprings. Let me give you an example. If I have a green seed pod, which in this case would be the dominant, and we have a white flowering pea plant, which in this case would be the recessive one, well, in the result, the green seed pod could appear on the recessive plant, even if it was dominant. Still, this law only applies to traits carried on different chromosomes. Also, a very important fact of this law is that it occurs during metaphase 1, because it has to happen before the chromosomes are already separated. All my principles help to understand the genetics, and in the future, they may even become the basis of modern genetics. The principles that I discovered are the ones that follow. The inheritance of biological characteristics is determined by individual units called genes, which are passed from parents to offsprings. Where 2 or more alleles of the gene from a single trait exist, some alleles may be dominant or recessive. In most sexually reproducing organisms, each adult has 2 copies of each gene, one of each parent. These genes segregate from each other when gametes are formed. Alleles from different genes usually segregate independently from each other. All of these can be used to give us an idea of which traits will be transferred from the next generation of plants or